Alright, so if you've ever pulled a bag of mushroom substrate out of a pressure cooker and found green mold staring back at you 3 days later, you already know the problem isn't your technique, it's your sterilizer. I've spent way too many hours digging through specs, reviews, and sales numbers to find the 5 autoclaves that actually hold pressure, actually hit temperature, and actually last more than one season. So here they are, the top 5 mushroom substrate sterilizer autoclaves, plus the best deals I could track down on each one. Let's get into it. Kicking things off at number 5, we've got this commercial food and mushroom substrate autoclave that comes in everything from 35 liters all the way up to 150. What I like about this one is the size flexibility. You're not locked into a footprint before you know how big your grow is going to get. Start with the 75-liter, scale up later without relearning a whole new machine. It's sitting at about $3,459 with a 4.6 rating and over 4,400 units sold. That's the sweet spot for someone who's outgrown the hobby stage and is starting to sell trays at the farmer's market, but isn't ready to drop 5 figures on equipment. At number 4, and honestly this is the one that made me raise my eyebrows, a stainless steel vertical autoclave built specifically for mushroom growing, with full automation on the sterilization cycle. 35 to 150 liters, and it's the highest rated unit on this entire list at 4.9 stars. The automatic cycle is the real story here. You load it, you set it, you walk away, and it handles ramp up, hold time, and cool down without you babysitting a pressure gauge at 2 in the morning. It's not cheap, $15,532, but if you're running a commercial farm where a single failed batch costs you thousands, this pays for itself pretty fast. Number 3 is the polar opposite, and it might be the most practical pick for most of you watching. It's a small, straightforward 18 or 24-liter autoclave made for sterilizing mushroom substrate, and it's just $961. That's the lowest price on this list by a mile, and it's got a 4.8 rating with almost 4,700 sold. Look, if you're doing grain jars, agar plates, and small monotub runs out of your garage, you don't need a 200-liter industrial vessel. You need something that hits 15 psi reliably and doesn't take up half the room. This is that machine. Coming in at number 2, we've got the 150-liter vertical steam sterilizer that's marked as a bestseller, and the numbers back that up, with nearly 4,800 units moved. The big win here is the price-to-capacity ratio. You're getting a full 150 liters for $2,026, which is genuinely hard to beat. That's enough room for a serious batch of substrate bags in a single run, and the vertical design means it's not eating your entire floor plan. If you're a small commercial grower trying to stretch a tight equipment budget as far as it'll go, this is probably the smartest dollar on this list. And that brings us to number 1, the high-pressure steam sterilization system that comes in basically every size you could want: 35, 50, 60, 80, 100, 150, 200, all the way to 250 liters. This is the one that topped the sales charts with over 4,800 sold and a solid 4.7 rating. What earns it the top spot is that it's a genuinely serious piece of equipment, real high-pressure steam sterilization, built for production volume, with a size range that covers everything from a starter operation to a full commercial facility. At $6,911, it lands right in the middle on price while giving you the widest capacity options of anything here. If you want one machine you won't outgrow, this is it. Every one of these is linked down in the description, so go compare the sizes and grab whichever one fits your setup. If this saved you some research time, drop a like and hit subscribe. I've got more grow room gear breakdowns coming. Thanks for watching, and happy growing!